Look, when the Lord tells you to speak, you just speak. I have learned that it doesn't matter. God, many times when it's time for me to put out a strong word, it's when I'm in my PJs, I don't have my hair done, and I have barely rubbed the sleep out of my eyes. But nevertheless, I have learned to say, okay, now is the time. I got to do it right now. I got to do it right now. And this is a really exciting word. So I know for those that have the ears to hear and that actually sit and listen to the entirety of this message are going to be immensely strengthened and encouraged and just excited. If anything, there should be a few of you that get up off of your feet when you hear what I'm about to say from the Lord. And you ought to just praise God, thank Him, tell Him you love Him, and you better just jump with excitement. Maybe dance a little bit. And this is really a two-part word. So I'm going to give the first part first, and then the second part, they're kind of separate, but they go together, okay? The first thing I have that God downloaded into my spirit this morning was about the rain and about the storms. Okay, so my daughter is sitting in the back of the car, and redbirds, cardinals are a thing between me and God, and I saw one fly across in front of us, and it's, pouring the rain. The redbird flies across, and I go, "Ooh, redbird." And my daughter goes, "Mommy, you didn't see a redbird. Why would you see a redbird when it's raining? They should be hiding in the trees and there's shelter. They shouldn't be out." Which that in itself was profound to me because I thought, no, see, even when it's raining, even when it's storming, God's going to show up for me and God's going to show up for you. But then when she asked that, suddenly it just hit me like a wave. Sometimes the storms which we sit in, the rain in which we endure, is not just about us. Sometimes we know, right? You know, in your wisdom, oh yeah, we need the rain. We need the rain, right? The land needs the rain. But sometimes when you are constantly sitting in a storm, getting soaking wet, and you feel horrible and you're scared maybe, or you're just tired of the rain yourself, and yet you see everyone else being blessed by the rain, like, well, now their flowers are blooming and now they're blossoming. Like, yeah, they needed the rain, they got out of it, but here I am sitting and what the heck? Well, the other thing about rain is that when it rains, the worms come up and then the birds can eat. Let me say it one more time because somebody should already be catching this. Sometimes when it rains, the worms come up and then the birds can eat. Sometimes the storm in which you sit in, the storm which you're enduring, is about feeding other people. And I know that doesn't always seem fair to us when we have to endure through something really difficult, through life storms. But a lot of the times, the worms, the wisdom, the lessons, the things that you learned there in that storm, they come up and you are able to feed other people with it. I'm literally a walking testimony of this. My childhood and the traumatic things that I've been through, I've been able to bless other people with wisdom. I've now gone through separation and divorce, and I'm able to give people wisdom and strength and hope that they're going to get through it. I have went through depression and suicidal ideation to the point of needing to go to the psych ward because I didn't want to be here, and I'm able to give people language and wisdom for it. When you go through something difficult, these valleys and mountains, right? Here's what happens. You travel along this long road that is difficult and hard, but God strengthens you and sustains you through it. And then when you get through the other end, you know what's beautiful about you? I feel this so strongly. Whoever I'm speaking to, you know what is true about you is that you have the heart to not leave people behind. When God elevates you and leads you out of a storm, here's who you are. You are a warrior for God. And you don't just get there and say, all right, I got through it. No. You become a lamp for other people. You go back into those very things that you've experienced and pull other people out of it. Now, I'm not talking in a literal sense. Like, hear me, this is very spiritual. But you meet people where they're at, where you've been, and you say, hey, I've been there before, and I know how you're feeling, and I'm going to be here for you because I wish I had somebody to be there for me when I was going through it, so I'm going to be there for you. You go back and you lead people out because you are a lamp in the darkness, and you are a warrior, and you leave no soldier behind. No soldier behind. So this is really the first half of the word. I just want to encourage someone today that if you're still sitting in the rain, still going through rain, if this is for you. I feel strongly that whoever this is really for, you're kind of already out of it, but maybe I'm just giving language to something. I'm not sure. I'm not really picking up. We prophesy in part because we only know in part, right? So I don't know. This is all I'm getting. I just feel strongly to encourage you and love on you and tell you from the Lord that he's proud of you, and he chose you. Like, listen, we do have different capacities here. We may all be human, but we have different capacities. And I know sometimes I took it as like annoying or aggravating when somebody would say, "You're so strong. You're so resilient." I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm tired of being the strong one. I'm tired of being resilient. I don't want to be that. But guess what? That's your weapon. That's your weapon, because everything you've went through, you can look back and say, yeah, I got through that. So you don't have to fear anything ahead of you, because even if it happens, you're going to get through it because you have God. And if you have God, you have everything. All right, now here's the second part of the word, and I am so excited. Like, I literally want to scream, I want to shout, I want to come through this phone and just hug whoever I'm talking to and whoever this word is for. If this is for you, then you know that the year of 2026 is a year of vindication. This is the year of takeoff. This is the year of moving forward. This is the horse. This is the horse year. This is strength being renewed. But this word specifically is about June. Ooh, I'm so excited. God spoke into my spirit and into me before this month even began that June was going to be really the turning point. And here, oh my gosh, I hope y'all see how beautiful this is. We're halfway through the year. So even though, like, honestly, the first half of this year has already been beautiful in so many ways. Some hard days, sure. Some hard emotional things, sure. But June has been a turning point, and this is the excitement that I feel. He spoke into my spirit that June was a quickening month, a swiftly month, that it was going to happen quickly. Now, let me come honest with y'all, because I try to be as raw and authentic about my faith on this app as I possibly can be. So let me tell y'all, God knows that I despise and greatly loathe when he uses the word soon to me. I do not like it. He knows I don't like it. We giggle about it when I'm talking and praying. If he uses the word soon, I'm like, because I've learned with the Lord that soon can mean tomorrow, soon can mean a week, soon can mean 10 years. So I'm like, what really is soon? Because my perception of soon, I think, is different than yours, Lord. But in this case, it was very literal. And he told me, like I felt it different. Soon, not a 10 years soon. Like, you better buckle up, Buttercup. You better be ready, because he's about to pull up. Like, you need to be dressed and ready to go. Get your house in order, ready to go. Whatever you need to finalize in preparations before whatever it may be for your business, for the next step that God's been calling you to, you get it done. I don't know what you're procrastinating on, but get it done, because baby, when it happens, it's going to be happening so fast, your head's going to be on a swivel in a good way. You're not going to drown in this. You're not going to drown in this harvest, but you are going to feel overflow. Y'all, we pray, give me an overflow of abundance. But do y'all know that's a downpour, right? Like, it's going to come swiftly. And anyways, if this ain't confirmation in itself, right? I posted a word yesterday or the day before yesterday. It was a quick word that Lord downloaded to my spirit while I was bathing my children. I did not expect for that video to blow up. I kind of expected it to average around my same amount of views I get, maybe 2,000 to 3,000, and I think it's almost at 100K right now. And let me go ahead and preface real quick so somebody don't hear me wrong. I'm with the flesh. I don't post here for views. I don't post here for the amount of followers. I post to reach people and to be obedient to God and to spread the word of the gospel and to share prophetic word when God tells me to. However, of course, that's exciting. But to me, it was exciting because it was confirmation, because I wasn't expecting it. It happened overnight. It was all of the sudden, and it was quick. And that is the confirmation. That is the word here for June. Like, it's going to happen, and you're not even going to expect it, and it's just going to take off. It's takeoff time. And listen, takeoff time means leaving baggage behind, luggage. You're at bare minimum, you're getting on the plane with one bag, right? It's time to go.